Welcome to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. Jeff, DiVeronica and Steve Bradley here with the brand new head coach of the Aquinas Institute football program, Maurice Jackson, former Section 5 star, former speedster, probably still pretty fast knowing him, at Syracuse University. Maurice Jackson, Mojack, welcome back to the show. I'm pretty sure I had you on when you were a high school athlete. No, that's impossible. No, that's impossible. The show started in 2003. You graduated by then.
Yeah. I think we did something together after that.
Well, congratulations on the new gig. It's been a couple days as we record this now. You get a lot of reach outs from a lot of your buddies. How's it been? What kind of reaction you getting around town?
Oh, everything's been positive, man. It's everybody's excited. They're excited about Aquinas making that kind of a change to the program, and it's been all love, man. It's been a busy couple of days for me since the announcement, but it's been all positive.
Maurice, it's your first head coaching gig, and it's one of the most high-profile programs in the state. What are you most excited about?
I'm excited about the guys that I'm going to be coaching. I was with the team last year. Myself and the guys, we formed a bond already, but I'm excited for those guys to I'm excited to coach them.
Well, listen, you were a dynamic player. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but I want to talk about coaching here too, and your recent history. I didn't really know this until reading a story this week. Wide receivers coach at SUNY Morrisville for a couple of years. Special teams and wide receivers with the University of Rochester, 2010 to 14. Who was the head coach and who were you working under with the Yellow Jackets?
I was with Scott Green.
Okay, That was our guest going in.
The Scott Green. Yep. Yeah, a real good friend of mine, and we had a ball doing it together, man. We had a ball.
What have you learned? Who have you learned from as a player and as a coach? Are there coaches in your past that you take bits and pieces of and bring with you now? Who are some of those people in your past that have influenced you?
Oh, absolutely. Big influence has been Dave Walker, guy that recruited me to go to Syracuse. He does a 3rd and 3 podcast sort of kind of deal where he's teaching the game to coaches. I learned a lot from him, but then just keeping current, watching and learning. I've learned how to watch film from where I come from. So just watching the game as it evolves and always looking to learn.
Maurice, Aquinas history goes back in football almost 100 years. You're the 20th head coach, but you're the first Black man to hold this position. And, there's not a ton of African-American coaches in Section 5. How much of that, how do you take that responsibility and knowing that you're going to be a role model and kids are going to look up to you and say, hey, if Maurice Jackson can do this, I can do this?
I feel like it's a blessing to myself and to others for me to be in that position. I don't like to talk about myself in this light too much, but I think I'm the perfect guy for the job, for people to look for young Black kids to look up to see that things like this can happen and can be done if you take the right steps and you make the right choices in life. So it's an honor to be the first Black coach at Aquinas, and I'm going to do my best to make everybody proud and win some ball games over it.
Well, it wasn't a very Aquinas-like season last year. 3-6, very rare for the Aquinas, Lil Irish to have that kind of record. Of course, you worked under Derek Anticino, longtime assistant there, 6 years as a head coach. Aquinas is only 15-11 the last 3 seasons, and I guess when the opportunity came forward, did you know, like, I'm going for this? Or did you have to think about this at all?
No, I didn't have to think about it. Actually, it kind of came to me. When Derek decided he was going to step down, it was an overwhelming majority of parents and alumni calling for me to apply for the job and get the job. So it kind of came to me. It kind of fell in my lap, really, and of course, I wanted to do it. It wasn't a doubt in my mind that I wanted to be there, so it was a no-brainer for me.
Maurice, you were a dynamic player, speedster, AGR Player of the Year 1996, huge plays at Syracuse. What's your identity as a head coach going to be?
I'm going to keep the game modern to the kids. My job as a head coach in today's game is to get kids ready for the next level, making sure that they're learning football the way it's being played in the majority of college programs today, so that they're ready to go and play at the next level. So I'm gonna make sure that they're learning that style of football, but of course catering our game plans to the players that we have. We got to work with our strengths and try to limit our weaknesses. So we're going to be extremely knowledgeable to the kids, to the players, teaching them some good football and let the chips fall where they may.
We'll take a quick break, come right back and do segment 2, a quick one because we got to let this guy get to work. You're watching us right here on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show.
The best 3 things here at McQuaid are definitely the sports, the brotherhood, and the service to community. I think that's a really big, important thing that McQuaid stresses, which is part of creating a better and great man. You definitely feel a connection with your fellow students here. It's being all guy school. You're able to relate to each other on a personal level, and everyone's very welcoming here with open arms and willing to be your friend.
While we celebrate 140 years of serving our community, the kind of delicious joy that lasts a lifetime, we look forward to serving you for 140 more. With hardworking, wholehearted, passionate people who will help shape new memories for generations to come.
You don't choose to get hurt at work, but you can choose the workers' comp attorneys at Connors and Ferris to fight for your money and medical benefits you deserve.
With over 20 years of industry experience, we will give your case our undivided attention so that you and your family can focus on your recovery.
So call Connors and Ferris, the workers' comp attorneys dedicated to fighting for injured workers' rights.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Want to experience what it's like to be a part of the Roberts Wesleyan University family? Visit Roberts Wesleyan University on January 16th for our Martin Luther King Jr. Discovery Day. We'll honor the legacy of MLK and see how education for character lives on at Roberts. The program is from 10 a.m. to 1:30. There is also an optional FAFSA filing workshop at 1:30 p.m. Register at roberts.edu/visit. We can't wait to meet you.
Hi, this is Jeff DiVeronica. I'd like to tell you about my friends from Doyle Security. We lost my father-in-law a few years ago, and that meant my mother-in-law was going to be alone in her house. One of my first calls was to Doyle. Doyle has an award-winning burglary detection system, and that gave her peace of mind again. It gave her comfort. These days, you can't put a price tag on that. Whether it's for your family or yourself, at any stage of your life, Doyle is there for you. For seniors, Doyle offers a personally enabled GPS emergency response system. They have a full array of smart systems, including fire and carbon monoxide detection, security cameras, and more for your home or business. More than 35,000 families and businesses rely on Doyle every day and every night. Family owned and operated for more than 100 years, you don't have that kind of staying power unless you're doing something right. To learn more, call 1-866-GO-DOYLE or visit godoyle.com.
Local McDonald's operators care about our local schools, teams, and student athletes. That's why they support the return of high school athletics in the Rochester area and around the state. See you before or after the big game at McDonald's. Welcome back, Section 5. Game on!
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Welcome back to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. Jeff, DiVeronica, and Steve Bradley. And I started this program back in 2003 when I was a young reporter with the DNC. The guy on the screen below was must-see TV. It wasn't TV. He was must-see Section 5. The ball, I remember going to cover a game at Marshall. Maurice Jackson, I think he returned a couple kickoffs in the same game, probably a punt return. He was electric. Maurice, do you have a fondest memory from being a Section 5 player? Heck of a basketball player too, by the way, and track athlete, state championships and indoor and outdoor. But do you have a favorite Section 5 moment in football?
Oh man, I would have to say my favorite Section 5 moment in football had to be our regional. I think it was regional matchup in Buffalo against Niagara Wheatfield. We were down by 2 scores with I think with like 3 minutes left in the game, and I scored the 2 times, and then we needed the extra point, 2-point conversion. My middle linebacker Derek Tisdale is a really good friend of mine right now. He got 3 stops back to back on both series against them, and he stopped them. He made him punt it to us. We got the ball. I scored. He stopped him again. We got the ball. I scored, and then I ran the extra point in, and we ended up winning the game. So that was the moment. That was the one of my more fond memories.
And was that at Orchard Park at the Bills Stadium?
No, that was at UB Stadium. They're old.
UB.
Yeah.
And speaking of times and places, Maurice, what are you doing now, and where are you right now?
I'm at my indoor facility. I run the Mo Jackson Speed and Skill School. It's inside of my business, the Speed Factory. We actually have a bunch of running backs here tonight. They're getting ready to get started. They're stretching right now. Running backs group tonight. We got my baseball guys over there training. That's Chris Culver. That's Tito Culver's dad.
Oh yeah,
the baseball guy. So he does his training out of here. We got a wrestling guy. We got a personal trainer, track guy. So yeah, this is my business, and we got our running backs tonight, and I got a couple receivers and D linemen tonight as well.
Where is that located, Coach?
It's on Scottsville Road, 1250 Scottsville Road. Can't miss it. It's got the logo right in the window. MJ School. Going pretty well. We love it. I got a great group of guys that work with me, and we get after it. We train a bunch of high school players. Got a guy right here that starred in the Class A championship for Hilton, Robert, and he's running back over at Hilton. He killed it, and here getting some work in.
Well, I tell you, you mentioned David Walker, Irondequoit High School graduate. That's where I work now, West Irondequoit Schools. And you mentioned Culver. Everyone knows that name. That's Irondequoit, baseball star, Yankees draft pick, right? And I think maybe we should try to I'm going to start pushing for maybe it's Aquinas Irondequoit matchup. I think we're going to need that too. I think that could be pretty fun without getting too deep into the weeds on that. All right.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
That would be nice. I'd enjoy that. Last question for me, and I'll give Steve the final word. You were coached by a guy in 2 sports, Ronnie Jones, who was very animated. He would get in your face, right? Is Mo Jack? Are you that way as a coach, or are you a little more chill?
I'm definitely more laid back than Coach Jones.
I mean, kind of everybody is, right?
But I do have a fiery side. It will come out every now and then. When the point has got to be made. But yeah, I'm a little more laid back and a teacher, so to say, rather than up in your face kind of guy. Yeah.
Maurice, and I'm thinking a lot of times in college basketball, they say the toughest move that an assistant coach makes to being a head coach is the 2 chairs down the bench. You've got your experience as an assistant coach, but now you're going to be the CEO of the program, really, and in charge, obviously reporting up to the athletic director. What do you see the changes and the things that you'll need to do differently and the things that'll be new for you in the fall?
It's still just football to me. I found myself to being a natural coach. Transferring the information from myself to the kids has been very, very easy for me. But it's still just football, not much change. The X's and O's will be fun to get into. seeing the plays executed and things like that. But not much will change with me. Just making sure that the kids are learning some good football and they're being disciplined and knowing what their assignment is and seeing them grow is what's going to be big for me.
And you told us that you've got your staff kind of lined up. So who's going to be at Aquinas with you helping out?
We got Coach Harmon, who was there last year, Coach Z, Coach Ruda. We got the same staff pretty much. I brought my guy up, Roy Hopkins, who's a West Irondequoit guy, played at UConn. So he's going to be doing the secondary for me. Real excited about that. And then we got some other pieces. My younger brother's going to be helping me. Eddie Jackson's going to be helping me with the receivers. So it's going to be a good group to teach the kids with.
Well, we appreciate you making some time for us. Congrats on the new job. I'm going to start working tomorrow on Coach Victor. We got to get it going. Aquinas, Irondequoit. Let's do it. All right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Maurice Jackson, everybody, the new head coach at Aquinas. Thanks for making some time for us right here on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show.